Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Pokemon fans of the world, it's your boy MegaCrasher, and I come back at you really hardcore, really hyped up for this next Pokemon Sun and Moon competitive guide, analysis, review, whatever the hell you want to call it, man, because now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be reviewing Kartana! Woo! And I just gotta say, man, that if I was to ever compile a list of top 10 cutest Pokemon in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, then this cute little paper fan floating, known as Kartana, would definitely be on the list. That thing is so adorable, even though it could literally kill you by spinning its body. That thing can cut down a steel tower. You do not want to mess with it, man. Even though it's the equivalent of a paper fan origami, it's just so fucking deadly. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this video, man. So first things first, we take a look at the typing. It is that of grass and steel. Now, with this typing, you have right away an immunity to poison. You have a 4 times resistance to grass. You resist dragon, electric, fairy, normal, psychic, rock, steel, water. Whoa! And I just gotta say, that's a lot of resistances, man. But, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is where things get ugly for our adorable little paper fan, because you have a 2 times weakness to fighting and a 4 times weakness to fire, dude. So even if this thing was to even come close to an ember, it would die. It would burn up, it would shrivel up, it would, you know, ashes to ashes, all that stuff, man. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, get back on track, man. Next up, we take a look at the ability Beast Boost. Beast Boost is an ability that whenever you KO a Pokemon, it boosts the stat of the highest numerical value. And speaking of stats, holy shit, take a look at this, okay? So we got 59 on the HP, 131 on the defense, 31 on the special defense. So this thing not only dies to fire, but it dies to any special attacks. What the fuck? But ladies and gentlemen, this right here is what makes Kartana very, very, very deadly in the OU tier. That base 181 attack! That means that this Pokemon is always going to have an attack boost. Like, even if you run a Jolly Nature, this thing is going to have an attack boost every single time you snipe out a Pokemon. Every single time you KO a Pokemon, Beast Boost is going to activate and increase that attack stat even further, snowballing you into an unstoppable paper fan origami thing. Like, oh my god, it's out of control, man. But ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't even stop there, man. We take a look at its special attack, base 59, okay, that's complete garbo, and then the base 109 speed. That means that this Pokemon with a very, very unique speed tier makes this also one of the best Pokemon, because you're going to be getting them really crucial outspeeds. And the thing is, you're going to be outpacing the likes of Keldeo, Terrakion, Virizion, Garchomp, like, the list goes on. Now, although you do fall short of 1 speed point to base 110 Pokemon, like the Lottie twins, I don't think that matters too much to little Kartana, because Kartana will always find a way to succeed and slice and dice you to victory. So with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's hop on over to Pokemon Show to show you some sets. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so now we're going to be getting into the meat of the video, where we talk about how you can use Kartana as a competitive Pokemon. So the first set that I have right here, there's a few different ways that you can run it, mainly in the way of items, but I'm going to go over the set in general first. So the item of choice I have here is a Choice Band, which allows for you to be locked into one move, but have the power of your attack stat increased by 50%. Which is absolutely amazing for this little monster. So the ability is obviously going to be its only ability, known as Beast Boost. So we take a look at the items. Smart Strike is going to be the first move of choice, because of the fact that not only is it a really solid steel stab, but it also checks accuracy. Well, actually, sorry, it does not check accuracy, so you could set up to +6 in your evasion, and this move is still going to cleave right through those boosts. Next up, we have ourselves Leaf Blade, which is a very solid base 90 physical grass type move that has a high chance of landing a critical hit, which is always nice. And then next up, we have Sacred Sword. Now, Sacred Sword is a move that, regardless of the stat changes of your opponents, this move ignores those stat changes and is just going to cleave right through that opponent. So that way, you could set up to +6 in your defenses, and it's not going to matter for a little Kartana. It's just going to Sacred Sword you into oblivion. And then lastly, we do have Night Slash to take on other Psychics and Ghost type Pokemon, but you can also use moves like Psycho Cut, which is a great move to take on fighting type Pokemon, which is a type that you happen to be weak against. Now we take a look at the EVs. It's going to be real simple, real straightforward. We got a Jolly Nature with max attack, max speed. How you doing, baby? You are just ready to go and just slash everything and everyone that stands in your path. Now, we go back to the items. I said that there are a few options when it comes to using this set in terms of items. I like the Choice Band set because right off the bat you have really solid power and you're going to be hitting hard regardless of what opponent stands in front of you. Now you can use something like Choice Scarf, which does the same thing as Choice Band, except rather than boosting your attack stat by 50%, it'll boost your speed stat by 50% while still locking you into one move. So with an item like this, it will allow for you to get really solid outspeeds if you really need the speed boost for Kartana, but we can also use something like Life Orb as well, which at the cost of 10% of your health, you have a 30% power increase in all of your moves, and you're not locked into any of those moves. So I think that Life Orb would really be beneficial for Kartana, but at the same time, Choice Band does allow for you to have outright menacing power to deal out in battle. So up next, we take a look at the next set here. We have ourselves a bit of a different, well actually it's not really a different sort of set. This right here is actually some options that you can run on Kartana. So I have a Focus Sash here, so that way it guarantees you that if you are at full health, you will not be knocked out in one hit. Now, we have Swords Dance as a move of choice for Kartana, so you could set up a Swords Dance to boost your already ridiculously high base 181 attack stat even further. So we have ourselves, well actually I already put down Smart Strike as our first option, so forget I put that down there. So we also have ourselves Defog as a really nice option because this Pokemon does have Defog, and considering that this Pokemon does in fact force out a lot of switches, this Pokemon will be able to defog away hazards should your team need the support. Now, again, with the EV spread, you know, like you could also run something like an Adamant Nature if you want, so that way you could have a ridiculous boost in your attack stat. Like, look at that. Like, that went up almost 50 points. Your attack stat is now sitting at well over 500, 507 to be exact. That is ridiculous. That is just ridiculous biscuits and gravy right there. So then we take a look at more options here. We have ourselves X-Scissor, we have ourselves Synthesis. You know, like, X-Scissor is a really solid move to take on other grass-type Pokemon, to take on dark types, psychic types, what have you. We also have ourselves Synthesis too, which is a move that restores 50% of your maximum health whenever you need it to. Now, considering that this Pokemon is, well, it's more or less a glass cannon, considering that it has a real low HP stat and a superbly low special defensive stat. I mean, its defense is really good at base 131, but it just really doesn't have the overall defensive stats to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Now, with all that being said, Kartana's options are kind of limited, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because Kartana is meant to go out there, it's meant to sweep, it's meant to wall break, it's meant to punch holes through opposing teams. And you can also run other options on it too, you know, like Defog, you know, Synthesis, Swords Dance, things like that, and making this Pokemon a little bit more of a utility Pokemon. Say if your team lacks hazard support like Defog or Rapid Spin, you could run Defog on that. Like if you need Swords Dance for immediate power, you can run that. Hell, you could even run a Z Crystal that corresponds to one of the moves types that you use. Like say for example, you have Smart Strike and you want to use Steelium Z or something like that. That will turn Smart Strike into a Corkscrew Crash and deal a heavy hit. Now, mind you, you can only use a Z Crystal once per battle, and you can only use one Z Crystal once per team. So the thing is that once you use up your Z Crystal, that's it. That is it. You know, you cannot use any more Z Crystals for the duration of the battle. But I just wanted to put the option in there that using a Z Crystal on Kartana is in fact a really solid option to get off a heavy hit right off the bat, and also given the fact that Steelium Z, you know, Grassium Z, like any Z Crystals will boost the corresponding move to a ridiculous level, will put you in a very high likelihood of activating Beast Boost and getting your stats up by +1. Most likely it's going to be your attack stat that's going to get a +1 boost, and that right there is just going to be completely crazy. from there. So with all that being said there, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you all very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure you smash the hell out of the like button, man. Let's see if we can aim for 20 likes for this video. And if you want more content like this, make sure you rate, comment, share this video, and subscribe today to MegaCrasher and the community for the best, and I mean without a shadow of a doubt, the best Pokemon Sun and Moon hype that you can find right now, right here on YouTube, and just overall the best hyped up passion, electricity, and entertainment done by yours truly, known as MegaCrasher. Because you guys already know the deal by now, my friends, right? You already know the deal, man! Is that when we're community time packed on is one, you know that we shine brighter than the sun and the moon combined. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next upload!